we dive into this video, let me know in those comments down below, what song do you think Rockstar is going to use for GTA 6's first trailer, or the official trailer, whatever they end up calling it? Let me know what you think in those comments down below. And the reason I got to thinking about this today is because Rockstar actually put out a brand new Newswire post outlining their latest release from Circo Loco Records. And it got me thinking, what kind of song is Rockstar going to use in the first GTA 6 trailer? And believe it or not, based on Rockstar's history and what we know so far, I think there's a pretty good idea we can narrow it down to a handful of songs. So let's get a couple of things out of the way. First and foremost, Rockstar are going to have to own the rights or have a license to use the song. So you might have just put your favorite song in those comment sections, and Rockstar might have no intentions of getting the license for it for a handful of reasons. Number one, it has to be a partnership between them and the artist that's actually recording the song. So even if it might be the perfect fit for Grand Theft Auto 6, and it fits the theme, and it would make sense, and it would be a perfect fit for the trailer, if they don't have the relationship, if they don't have the contract, if they don't have the licensing agreement, they can't end up using it. And number two, it's usually going to be a song that will be featured in the game, as we've seen a handful of times throughout the Grand Theft Auto series. Again, that's something we'll talk about as we get going. And the next big factor might actually be what got me talking about this subject, and that is Circo Loco Records. That is Rockstar's own music label, and we know that over the last couple of years, they've really pivoted towards promoting this. So it would not be shocking at all if a song that's going to be heard by tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of people, directly promotes their own record label brand. So it might be coming directly from Circo Loco Records. Now, what I also want to do right now is take a look at the past, because this will give you an idea of the songs that Rockstar have chosen for their previous other Grand Theft Auto trailers. So let's start with GTA 5 and work our way backwards. The first Grand Theft Auto trailer that was released on November 2nd, 2011, the song used in the trailer was Ogden Nuts Gone Flake by Small Faces. And then just over a year later, the second Grand Theft Auto trailer was released on November 14th, 2012, and the song used in that trailer was Skeletons by Stevie Wonder. Then after that, about half a year later, on April 30th, 2013, Rockstar released individual trailers for Michael, Franklin, and Trevor. The songs used were Radio Gaga by Queen, Hood Gon' Love It by J-Rock, and Are You Sure Hank Done It This Way by Waylon Jennings. And then just before the release of the game on August 29, 2013, the official trailer for Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, and the song that was used was Sleepwalking by the Chain Gang of 1974. And then for the official TV spot for the Xbox 360, the song that was played was I Can't Wait by Stevie Nicks. After that, on June 10th, 2014, for the PC and Next Gen trailer, the song that is being played is a Barnston remix of From Nowhere by Dan Kroll. And then after that, there's only a handful of other trailers that featured songs. Some did not. But for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One launch trailer that was released on November 10th, 2014, the song is Let's Go All the Way by Sly Fox. Then in the 60 FPS PC trailer released on April 2nd, 2015, the song being played is Lock and Load by MNDR. And then the final trailer that is featured music was the expanded and enhanced editions of Grand Theft Auto 5. This was released on June 11th, 2020, and the song being played is by Bernard Wright. So sticking with Grand Theft Auto 5 for a second, you'll start to notice a theme here. Like, for example, in the second trailer, it was Skeletons by Stevie Wonder, and it focused primarily on Michael DeSanta and how he obviously had a pretty shady past. And this turned out to be true once we figured out the actual story of Michael and how throughout the story his skeletons seem to keep being dug up. And we can even see this same theme in previous Grand Theft Auto titles as well. Like, for example, in Grand Theft Auto 4, for the official TV commercial, the song that was played was Vagabond by Greenskeepers. And the simple definition of a vagabond is a person who wanders from place to place without job or home. And that's kind of how we see Nico Bellic start his life in America. He doesn't really have a job or a home, and the only person he knows is his cousin, Roman Bellic. track. And then for previous GTA titles like San Andreas and Vice City, for San Andreas, all the songs that were featured primarily came directly from the 90s and the late 80s. And then for GTA Vice City, all of the songs featured in the trailers like I Ran So Far Away by A Flock of Seagulls or Self-Control by Laura Branigan, those were all from the mid and early 80s to reflect the setting of where GTA Vice City was taking place. In Miami, in South Florida, in the early 80s. Same with San Andreas and California in the middle 90s. So when we think about Grand Theft Auto 6, obviously thanks to the leaks and various reports, there's a lot we know about the game, and there's a lot we know about the setting too. We know it's going to be taking place in modern day Vice City, South Florida, its surrounding areas. We know it's going to feature two main protagonists and a female main character for the very first time. So there's a good chance that Rockstar could use one of the songs in the trailer to reflect how the story is going to go. There's a couple of good songs out there that, you know, Rockstar could use. Again, it's a matter of if they get the licensing or not. There's a song by Jay-Z featuring Beyonce that's literally called Bonnie and Clyde. We know the relationship between Jason and Lucia is going to mirror a sort of Bonnie and Clyde-like relationship. There's a song that was released in 2016 by an artist, The Midnight, that's literally called Jason. So since we know that's going to be our main character's name, that would obviously fit and flow really well. And for whatever reason, the song that players always tend to go back to, and it does sound like sort of a modern 80s vibe, it's definitely Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. In fact, we've even seen a video where he produced like the most popular comments he gets underneath all of his music, and one of them even said GTA 6 trailer, which of course sparked a lot of controversy and discussion. Would this be the song? And even though this is an incredibly popular song, very successful, could fit the theme of sort of a modern day Miami, I don't know if that's the one Rockstar's going to use. Again, there's a lot of behind the scenes things that we probably won't know about, like all these different licensing agreements and whatnot that have a big impact on what sort of songs they can use. But whatever song Rockstar decides to use, again, it's going to be heard by millions, if not tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of people. So they certainly want to choose wisely here. Let me know again in those comments down below what song you think Rockstar is going to use for, let's just say, the first trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6, because we know there's going to be multiple of them, just like what we saw with GTA 5 and Grand Theft Auto 4 and even Red Dead Redemption 2. But of course, because that game took place in, you know, the Wild West, 1899 to 1907, there wasn't going to be this modern song that we would recognize. That obviously wouldn't make any sense, but we can expect that in a Grand Theft Auto title. So again, let me know what you think. My guess is it's probably going to be some song featured on Circo Loco Records. The cross promotion is just a no-brainer for Rockstar, and it could really jumpstart their record label. So that's how I see it. Let me know what you think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.